Attention and now. So this is the week number 7 and 8 review video for the intermediate class. So we'll review the star block set, all the different crescent kicks, and the spear material that's coming up in your test in week number 9. That way you can practice at home and get ready for your test. So let's do a star block set. So attention and bow. Horse riding stance loud. Yep. You should probably remember this from basic class, but if you need a reminder, this is what it looks like. You make a fist, your hand comes in front. We say chamber high. Bring it to the side, chamber inside, bring it to the shoulder, chamber down, bring it by your other fist, chamber outside, hand at the hip, chamber push. Let's try it together. Ready? We say chamber high, chamber inside, chamber down, chamber outside, chamber push. Other hand, make that fist, bring it across. Ready? Chamber high. Chamber inside, chamber down, chamber outside, chamber push. Other hand again, ready? Chamber high, chamber inside, chamber down, chamber outside, chamber push. And this one last time, ready? Chamber high, chamber inside, chamber down, chamber outside, chamber push. Attention and bow. So I would recommend pause the video and practice that through several more times to make sure you really have it. On the test, we'll know who passes because you have to have the form memorized. Also, you've got to call the words out loud, and each block has got to be done with power and intensity while holding a strong stance. So yeah, pause that video, do that a few times with each arm to get really solid at it. Okay, the second part of the test is your kicking skills. So these are all those crescent kicks. So I'll have Mr. Lemke help me by holding the target. The first kick is spin crescent kick. Spin crescent, here's a quick review. Say Mr. Lemke's my partner. He's got the target in front. So spin crescent kick, remember you've got to come up on the balls of your feet. You've got to turn, 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 turn. You've got to get all the way to your shoulders and your hips face the target. The knot of my belt is facing the target. If you're only as far as your hip facing the target, it'll come out kind of crooked, no, not the right one. So you got to turn far enough to here, so that way this leg that's trying to get out actually does a crescent kick. It sets down in the back. When adults do this one, they can take their time and go at a speed that's safe. Kids should get to the point where they can just spin around in a circle as a goal. So come on the balls of the feet, turn, 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 turn all the way to the front. Get your hips and shoulders and belt facing the target. There's your crescent kick. Here's a couple of normal speed ones. So here we go. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. One more time is 5. Awesome. So I would pause the video, practice maybe 5 more with that leg in front, and maybe 5 or 10 on the other side so you practice both legs. The second kick on the test is the tornado crescent kick. So here's how it works. Maybe we'll go about this level. So a tornado, I also have to start on the balls of my feet. Turn, turn, turn. You got to get around all the way like before. The leg that wants to get out, instead of kicking this time, that knee is going to come in the air. Then I'll jump and kick with your other leg. And that's the tornado crescent kick. Some people say this one's easier than spin crescent kick. So turn, 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 turn. The first knee, get around far enough. The first knee comes up. The second leg does the actual kick. Let's bring up just a teeny bit. So here's a normal speed. So ready? 1 and 2, 3, 4. One more time. 5. Awesome. So that's the second kick for both kids and adults. The number 3 kick and number 4 kick for adults is the stepping X kick. So this is the adult kick. We hold it flat, yep, just like this. Let's say if I've got one leg in front, this leg is going to kick, this one's going to step. So I take a whole step to the target. You probably got to step back. There we go. So I'm going to take a whole step. Then my leg does a X kick. It can come over this way. It's called inside X kick. Or if it had come around this way, it's called outside X kick. So here's inside again. I take a whole step and inside X kick. I should sit down in the front. and then just take a few steps back. So take a whole step forward and X kick. Now the other way is to do the outside X kick. So I take that whole step, but now my leg's gonna come around from the other side, and that's called the outside X kick. One more of those, I take a whole step, and outside. So if you're an adult, I'd pause the video, maybe practice 5 to the inside, 5 to the outside, and then switch legs, same thing, 5 inside, 5 outside. The last kick for kids, there's actually only 3 kicks for kids to cycle because the third kick is so difficult, it's challenging, that you only have 3, okay? It's jump, spin, crescent kick. So here's the final product. So we've got it about here. This is jump, spin, crescent kick. You got to jump and spin and kick and then land on your feet. So it's kind of like spin crescent. Spin crescent, I turn through, I kick to down my five. So it's the same as that kick except for I'm in the air, okay? Here's the easier version. Maybe turn halfway, bend your knees, jump off 2 feet at the same time, and this first leg is gonna do the kick. So maybe halfway turn, and then jump. Or if that's pretty easy, maybe turn a little less, or just go to the hard one. The hard one, you bend your knees in the beginning, you just do the jump and spin in the air, and jump, spin, crescent. Let me show you one more, and then you can practice at home. So I'm not doing 5. Just like that. So I would pause the video, practice maybe 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. That's the jump, spin, crescent kick. Lastly, we have our self-defense skills to work on. Is the spear technique. So spear, remember, is when I get surprise attacked. If I saw Mr. Lemke coming, he's sneaking up now, he's like the bad guy. I would run, or if I couldn't run, maybe you were on that side and I was by the mirror. I was like, uh-oh, can't run, he's coming. Well, then I would defend myself. The trouble is if you get surprise attacked, you're not ready and your brain kind of shuts off and it's more like what's called fight or flight. So if he did what's called a haymaker, which is that big swinging hook punch, if it hit me and I wasn't ready for it, my brain says, protect yourself. But this is not a good position to do karate from, and my brain's actually shut off. So here's your skill. So he does the haymaker, I get hit, pow! I'm startled, I flinched. The first step is get into your spear stance. So body weight forward, hands are up. There's no special technique for this one. It's just literally hands up because your brain will go like this. You don't have to think about that. It happens by itself. So body forward. Now, if there was a spike in this forearm, that's what's gonna push forward. I'm gonna run through like 2, 3, 4 steps, knocking back. From there, I either run away, or if I have to follow up, we'll do follow-ups. We're gonna practice follow-ups so we could always do them if we want to, and you could elect to not do them, but it's kind of hard to do something you've never practiced, so we wanna always practice with follow-ups. So let's say he's got me, he surprised me. I got hit, spear stance, do the spear from here. Palm strikes, knee strikes, elbow strikes, side kick, and then run fast as you can. One more time, here's like normal speed. He totally surprised me. Pow, I startled. Spear, palms, knee strikes, elbow strikes, side kick, run. And the other one is against grab. He came out of nowhere and grabbed me, like totally surprised me. You know, that's what's gonna happen. So from there, I'm gonna do the spear and do the same follow-up. So he totally surprised me. From here, spear, palm, knee, elbow, side kick, and then run. Or maybe he grabbed me from behind. I never saw him coming. There's the startle. You gotta turn, do the spear, palm, knee, elbow, side kick, run, just like that. So thanks, Mr. Lemke. So those are the spear techniques against the haymaker and the grab. Grab from the front, or grab from maybe like the shoulder from behind. And that one you can practice with mom and dad carefully, and then practice how you can get into the spear stance and immediately follow up. So this is all the material that's coming up on your test. So practice with this video a whole bunch to be ready. The test is week number 9. Attention and bow.